Jerry Mallory here for SB Nation and Patriots.com. It's good to be back, here to give you a quick recap of my thoughts on the Lions' schedule. It was released this evening, and so there's plenty of games to talk about, and our writers and everyone here at the Patriots staff will surely be giving you their take on the schedule. So I'm here to give you a brief 3 thoughts. Now, when I talk about games I'm most excited for, I'm really penciling in, first and foremost, the division games. Those are by far the most important games. Those are the ones that I look for. Those are the ones that I kind of highlight. So I'm not going to talk about 3 division games. I'll give you one, then I'll play ball and give you 2 other games that I'm highlighting. Now, we can't start any further than week 1 for so many reasons. It's Monday Night Football. It's the home opener. We're playing the Jets. But most importantly, it's because it's the beginning. It's the regime groundbreaking game for one Matt Patricia. We have a lot of thoughts, 3-4 or 4-3. We'll get some idea in the preseason of how this defense and how the offense will look under him. But week 1, well, that's the groundbreaker. That's when we get a lot of questions answered. And the last time we opened up at home, first game of the year for Monday Night Football, we played a New York team, and we looked fantastic. Hoping to do the same against a Jets team that, you know, they had all this money. They were talking about spending it. No one wanted to play for them, so they're kind of forced to rebuild. So this is kind of the perfect storm. I'm not going to call it a gimme. There is no gimme in the NFL, but it's a seemingly easier opponent, and it's the beginning of the regime for one Matt Patricia. So it's all kind of adding up, making for quite the eventful occasion. Hopefully I'll be there. I'm sure many of you will as well. So next up, we skip just a couple of weeks, and then we're back in prime time at home at Sunday Night Football against, yes, the New England Patriots. You know this game is going to be highlighted. I'm going to do an over-under on the amount of times they do back-to-back camera pans of Matt Patricia and then Bill Belichick. I'm going to set that line at 27. If I was a betting man, I'd take the over. Obviously, this is, you know, all the hype of revolving around Matt Patricia is fine, but when you add the fact that he is the understudy, he was the guy next in command, he was, you know, as some people say, it's as if Belichick created him in a lab. The stories abound. We know he had so much success there in New England, so it's a great game for the national media, and it's a great game for us. It's a good barometer for us as well. Now, come regular season, we won't play the Philadelphia Eagles, so in terms of a regular season litmus test, this is going to be one of the better teams that we'll face. Obviously, Minnesota, Packers, Bears are going to be difficult. But in terms of outside of the division games, this one, maybe the Rams game, are the ones you're highlighting. And the last point on this is Sunday Night Football. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but Sunday Night Football has not been pleasant to us at all. So hopefully we can exercise some of those bad vibes, some of that mojo. Monday Night Football has been good to us. Sunday night, not so much. So we have a chance to defeat the Patriots. We have a chance for Matt Patricia to beat his former coach. And we have a chance to look good on Sunday Night Football for a change. And so for that last game, have to mention at least one in the division is Week 17 against the Packers at Lambeau Field. So Rod Wood came in 2014, I want to say, or was it? No, 2015, and he had some complaints. He said, hey, I want the Lions to get a schedule a little bit more favorable. I want some home finales. Just the previous year, we played Lambeau in Lambeau Field for the division, and we lost. And so they granted him his wish. Not only did we get 2 Week 17 finales at home, they were both against the Green Bay Packers. One was for the division, one was not. And we won the wrong one, if you get what I'm saying. Well, there was no chance in my mind we were going to play Green Bay at home in the finale. I didn't think there was a chance we would have another Week 17 finale for the 3rd straight year. The NFL looks at these type of things. So knowing we'd be on the road, I was saying, well, I guess if I had to pick an NFC North team to play on the road, it'd be the Bears because, hey, the Bears are horrible. Not getting the Vikings, who's probably the king of the NFC North for now. We get the next guy up. That's Green Bay in Lambeau. It's going to be a frozen tundra for sure, and this game is important for so many reasons. Now, you might be saying, It probably won't be for the division. Well, number one, we don't know. It might be, a lot can change. Minnesota is not a guarantee for anything. But number two, it still could have postseason relevance. So those are the 3 games I'm looking forward to seeing. What 3 games or what games are you highlighting on your radar? I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, we'll be talking about the draft in a couple of days. This has been Jerry Mallory for SB Nation and PrivateTrade.com.